If I had asked, "Why do you not want to pee your pants?" they would have given me the same stare. I was speaking to a group of high school students at an elite private school. Most of their parents had Ivy League ambitions for their kids, as if Harvard, Yale, and Stanford were parachutes in a crashing plane. So my opening question rattled them. Why do you want to do well in school? After a long pause, one of the students said, "We want to get into a good college." I then asked, "Why do you want to get into a good college?" Several students replied, "So we can get a good job." The rest of the conversation went something like this. Why do you want a good job? So we can be successful. Why do you need a high-paying job to consider yourself successful? As their teacher, I supported their Ivy League ambitions. But I learned a lot by asking why, and I hope my students would too. Whether I'm talking to students, corporate CEOs, or a ripped person at the local gym, I ask a lot of questions. Aren't you glad you're just listening to this book and not stuck on a train with me? My friends sometimes take advantage of this quirk. They might ask, "Andrew, why does that guy with the giant fish hook in his cheek have a purple butterfly tattooed on his back? Can you go and ask?" Here's what I've learned from asking why. When I ask people why they want to do something, buy something, achieve something, or help someone, the responses vary, at first. But when I continue to ask why, the answers begin to sound the same. People hope their actions or decisions will make them happy, safe, or secure. In other words, they're motivated by their life satisfaction. Consider the most selfless acts you could imagine, acts of pure kindness, and ask people why they do them. From my experience, when I keep asking why, they might start by saying, "It's just the right thing to do." But when I ask, "Why is it the right thing to do? Why do you do it?" eventually they say it makes them feel whole, purposeful, or happy. Plenty of people seek success, but they don't define it holistically. To many, like my students, success means money in the bank, a great career, or a big house on the hill. How often have you heard, or even said, something like, "That woman is so successful. She owns a massive house, a BMW, and her own law firm"? Unfortunately, this picture defines only one element of success, monetary. As I see it, there are 4 quadrants to a successful life. 1. Having enough money. 2. Maintaining strong relationships. 3. Maximizing your physical and mental health. And 4. Living with a sense of purpose. Think of success as a 4-legged table, with each leg representing a quadrant. Each quadrant depends on the other. If they don't all play their part equally, the table collapses. If one leg is spindly or cracked, it's tough to maximize your life satisfaction, no matter how solid you might be in the other 3 quadrants. Unfortunately, when defining success, we often focus too much on the money leg. For example, I enjoy watching television shows like America's Got Talent. Winners are reported to receive $1 million. But I often cringe when contestants gush, "This money will change my life forever," as if this waterfall of cash could cure everything from chronic hemorrhoids to toxic relationships. I didn't think about these things when I first began investing as a 19-year-old. By my late 30s, I had built a $1 million investment portfolio on a school teacher's salary. For the past 20 years, I've been writing personal finance articles for magazines, newspapers, and online publications. I wrote an international best-selling book, Millionaire Teacher: The 9 Rules of Wealth You Should Have Learned in School. I also taught a high school personal finance class, and I give dozens of talks around the world every year, showing how people can invest their money while helping them figure out how much they need for retirement. When my wife, Pelly, and I quit our Singapore-based teaching jobs in 2014, we planned to take a year off to travel. But 1 year led to 2, which soon led to 6. We stayed in short-term rentals in Mexico, Thailand, Bali, and Malaysia. We spent several months cycling on our tandem around Europe. We even spent 17 months in a camper van in a failed quest to drive from Canada to Argentina. We joked that we almost killed each other only once. The only real threat to us was a civil conflict that broke out when we got to the Honduras-Nicaragua border. Unlike several braver adventurers who filled their RV's fuel tanks and raced breathlessly across the country, we chose to venture south again only when the bullets stopped flying.